Okay, while doing a question on conic sections with the xy term, that means on a rotated axis, I've used these two results without any proof, so I thought I'll prove that in this one. Okay, so here was our setup. We had x and y axis and another axis at an angle theta with the original axis and also the perpendicular one. So we call this x, y, this is x prime and y prime. So this is our setup, and then we have a point here xy with respect to the original axis, meaning this distance is x, this distance is x, and this distance is y. Okay, so our new coordinates will be this and this with our new axis, with our rotated axis. So this will be x prime, this will be y prime. So that's the whole idea behind this. I'll show you how to derive this now. It's pretty simple, just 2-3 steps. Okay, let's just focus on the first quadrant because there's nothing much happening elsewhere. Because I'm considering a point in the first quadrant, so this is how it is. We have xy over here, we have the new axis, this is x prime, y prime is here, it's perpendicular to x prime, and this is x, this is y. So this distance here is y and this is x. Now also know this distance is x prime and this distance is y prime, this one, and this angle is theta. So you notice x prime is not this one, it's the whole thing. Okay, now we want to find a relation between x prime, y and y prime. So we draw a line from here to here and we consider this whole length, Okay, from this triangle, let's say OAB. So in this triangle we have cos theta is equal to AB by x prime. Cos theta equal to OB by x prime. So x prime what we have is cos theta equal to OB by x prime. So we know OB equal to x prime cos theta. Okay, so also we know OB is this x plus this distance. Let me write C. So that's also equal to x plus CB. Now we have to find CB. Okay, for that we'll draw a line here. We know this is theta, this angle is then 90 minus theta, this angle is also 90 minus theta. So this will become theta, this will be 90 minus theta, and this will be theta. Okay, from that we know, from this triangle, consider this triangle now, ADE. So in this triangle, sin theta is EA by y prime. So EA, which is also same as CB, is equal to x plus y prime sin theta. So that's what we got. We got x prime cos theta equal to x plus y prime sin theta. Rearrange the terms, we get this one. So that is done. part of this equation, y equal to x prime sin theta plus y prime cos theta, we use the fact that this distance is y and this is y prime, and now we consider this part. So this is x prime, as we know, x prime, and this is x. Okay, so this length we can find out from the triangle OAB. Let me name them. From OAB we know theta, and this thing AB is x prime sin theta. And now let's complete it till the length of y. Let's call this point C. Okay. Okay, so BC is CA plus AB. That's the equation we'll be using to find the relation between y, x prime and y prime. So BC we know is y. Now what is CA? For that, consider this triangle ACD, where this angle is theta, as how we found in earlier part of this video. So that gives us this is 90 minus theta, this is theta. Okay, these lines are parallel, so I drew it very bad, that's why it's looking very weird. So we are interested in AC. We know this is y prime. So from this triangle ACD, we have that it's y prime cos theta. CA is y prime cos theta. From here, you know, sin theta is equal to AB by x prime. So AB is equal to x prime sin theta. Again, it was just two steps. We got the equation. It's just finding what line gives you the result. It was this thing right here. This and this. All that's left is to show this. This is the condition for no xy term. Like if you rotate it by an angle theta, if the theta satisfies this condition, then you won't have an xy term with respect to that new axis. Well, let's see how we find that out. So first we substitute the value of x and y, these values we found out, in this equation. So what do we get? A x prime cos theta minus y prime sin theta whole square plus 2h x prime cos theta minus y prime sin theta times x prime sin theta plus y prime cos theta plus b square times x prime sin theta plus y prime cos theta the whole square. Now observe that if you put the remaining term, there won't be an xy term in these things, in these quantities, 2gx, 2fy, c. You won't get an xy term, x prime, y prime term. Okay, you can only get x prime, y prime terms from these three terms. So let's check what the coefficient of x prime, y prime in each of these terms are. So the first term we have a 2 x prime y prime cos theta sin theta, so that will be 2a sin theta cos theta minus 2a actually, because minus 2a sin theta cos theta x prime y prime. Here you have x prime and y prime, you have cos square theta 2h cos square theta x prime y prime minus sin square theta x prime y prime. From the last term you have b square, cannot b square, just b times x prime y prime sin theta cos theta, 2b actually. So this whole thing, the coefficient of x prime y prime we got is 2a sin theta cos theta plus 2h. Okay, we'll do some simplification. Observe that we know this result, sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta. You see these terms here, so we'll use these results. So coefficient of x prime y prime, what we have here is minus 2a, not minus 2a, minus a sin 2 theta plus 2h cos 2 theta plus b sin 2 theta. So this whole thing should add up to 0 if you want to get the coefficient of x prime y prime, coefficient of this to be 0. So what does that give us? We rearrange a few terms, we get 2h cos 2 theta is a minus b sin 2 theta. Now we just take sin 2 theta to the other side, we have cot 2 theta equal to a minus b by 2h. Okay, that's all there is for this, the proof of this one.